Welcome to the SEGA Lounge, where we celebrate our love for all things SEGA, including the games, the music, and the community. I'm your host, KC. Join me as I talk to different guests and learn more about their projects and passion for SEGA. Hello and welcome to the SEGA Lounge. This is episode 267. Wow. And this is a very special episode. Welcome, my name's KC. I'm your host. This is the podcast, of course, that's all about SEGA, the games, the music, the community, everything in between. And today we're talking about a very special game. I mean, maybe we could call it a series. Maybe not. I don't know. It's debatable, but we'll talk about that. It's this little guy over here. Yes, it's Ristar. And to talk about this little guy, I am not alone. I have some good friends over from the Sega Spirit Show. Hello, guys. Oh, look at all the Ristar. We have from the Sega Spirit Show returning guests, Graham. Hello, Graham.
Hello there.
How are you doing?
Very good, thank you. Thank you for bringing me back. Thank you. I'm surprised. Well, not surprised, but yeah, thank you. It's a pleasure to be back.
We talked about this. Yeah, we talked about this. We talked about doing this last time. But yeah, thank you for returning. And we also have ScottyMo. Hello, Scotty.
What up? Hello.
How's it going?
Going well. Going well.
Going well. Ready to talk some Ristar? Yeah,
I am. Or is it Ristar?
I will die on this hill. It's Ristar.
Yeah, I would say Ristar.
I like to see the Ristar over your shoulder there as well.
He's right
Scotty.
here.
Yeah.
My little buddy.
We should actually give you a little bit of a spotlight. Oh, and all the other stuff, but yeah.
All the other crap.
All the yes,
Yeah.
but
Well, this box is not going to stand up on its own, so I didn't try to put that on the shelf. Good old cardboard.
You got one of those cardboard boxes over there.
One of those cardboard boxes. Yeah.
I think the only one that I got back in the day was the Sonic and Knuckles one.
Yeah, same here. I think in the UK, that's the only one that was in a cardboard box.
So, but at least got the little cartridge up there.
There we go. Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe there were other cardboard boxes over here.
Oh, there were.
No, I mean over here in Europe, like Pole territories. But I don't really remember.
Yeah, I can't even remember Sonic and Knuckles. I don't remember any.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. I definitely don't know anything else.
Yeah, the only one that I owned was Sonic and Knuckles, definitely, and that was like that has seen a lot. So yeah, really worn out.
Within your box, did you have an order form to subscribe to Sega Visions?
There we go. Ooh.
The other side is cocky as heck. Enclosed winner's instruction manual. Of course.
Yeah.
Wow.
Boom.
There we go.
No,
cool. No, I didn't have that.
That's all right. Well, I mean, yeah, it's somehow in here.
Oh my God. Yes. That's what I remember from the Sonic and Knuckles one. Yes.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah, the best kind of packaging, but it was environmentally friendly. So yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, ahead of its time. Sega again, ahead of its time. I think. I don't know. All the ink used to print those manuals in boxes, but let's skip past that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should definitely check out the video version for the US packaging of
for
Ristar.
everything that just happened.
And for everything, yes, this was a whole thing. But we're here to talk about Ristar. It's the 30th anniversary. Well, it's not really, not now. Like, it's the year of the 30th anniversary of Ristar. Last time you guys were on the show, we talked about, like, let's do something together again. And the game that we seem to agree on is one of my favorite games on the Mega Drive / Genesis, Ristar. So we're going to talk a little bit about our own experiences and some facts about the game. So I have a few facts here. You guys feel free to chime in at any time if you want to add something. I don't think this is supposed to be like a very fact-heavy show, but it's not what people are tuning into. But if you guys want to add anything that you feel is important, feel free to. Something that I always like to bring up, because it's one of those questions that I sometimes ask during my Sega Launch Challenge quizzes, is the initial concept of Ristar. So did you know that Ristar was originally called Feel. Yes.
I did.
Ooh.
It's so shocking that name didn't continue on.
Yeah. And actually, a couple of years ago, Hidden Palace retrieved footage, of prototype footage.
VHS,
of,
baby.
Yeah. Of Feel. Looking quite sonical in a way, right? It's more like a Sonic kind of thingy. Although we already have the stretchy arms and the star character, right? The star shaped character, but a little bit like, I don't know, maybe I think it is a star already here.
I think it's just two pointy tops and a curved bottom.
Could be.
I don't know, like ears or something. Yeah, like almost like a cartoon cat. It's like
could be some ears. Yeah. Apparently, originally there were talks, or there was an idea of a Ristar being a rabbit-like creature as well. Oh, and we have some different designs here.
Yeah, there you go.
Number 8 is especially Sonic-y.
Yeah, number 7 is the closest to the final design, it looks like.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and so this was internal footage that was recorded for internal revision and people to give their say about what they thought about this new character, this new mascot, which was a thing in the 90s, especially.
It's pretty incredible they've actually animated these, though. They're all animated. They're not just I've seen prototypes or whatever, concept art, and it's always just a couple of drawings and before the final design. But they've actually animated these ones. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's true. Like the idle animations and stuff. Obviously, the quality is not the best, especially if you're watching a video on a video. So I'll leave a link to the Hidden Palace original video of the VHS footage they found. So even the color scheme was up for appraisal at the time, and for people to give their go ahead or not internally at Sega. But and they even have, and let me just fast forward a little bit, because they even have some sort of gameplay footage of. So
yeah, I mean that's one of the levels in the bottom thing.
Yeah. I think it's the Scorch, if I'm not mistaken, the lava one, and we already can see that. Basically, the walking, the jumping is basically the same idea. The stretchy arms thingy, the basic gameplay mechanics were here already, so they were onto something from the get-go, it seems. Right?
Yeah, from what I understand, they used the Sonic engine, from, I guess it would have been 3 and Knuckles, so they just had to plug. It's real easy, just plugging a character. No, but so they had a good bit of the work already done, aside from his actual animations and stuff.
That's true. Yeah. Apparently, this idea was also, I think, it spawned from one of the original ideas for Sonic, or for the mascot that would eventually become Sonic. Sega went around the company and said, let's come on, let's hear your ideas and your mascot creations. And one of the ideas was a rabbit that could extend its ears and grab things. So I think that was part of the initial thought process for what eventually became Ristar as well.
Oh yeah, actually, no, I do actually remember hearing that. Yeah.
Feel the Rabbit. What a name, right?
I'm not. I actually think Feel is an interesting name. I don't know.
I think it's a horrible name.
I wouldn't mind, to be honest. Not today, but back in the 90s. Okay.
In this stage, the idea of someone reaching out with their hands and feeling, and that's the name, Mr. Feel.
Hey kids, Mr. Feels here.
maybe back in
Yes.
the 90s, people wouldn't care. But yeah, nowadays.
Yes. No, even in the 90s, now that I think about it, yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah. Just give him a top hat and a monocle. And it's Mr. Field. Woo. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Very creepy. Yes. So obviously they wanted to come up with another mascot platformer because that was all the rage back in the 90s. However, there was something interesting about the timing of release for Ristar. This came out very close to the end of the life cycle of the Mega Drive / Genesis, right? So that meant that this was, I wouldn't say destined for failure, but destined to not have that big of a success as other earlier Mega Drive games. So this came out in early 1995. I think it actually came out earlier from what I can see from the Sega Retro page. Sources say that it came out in the US earlier than in Japan. So they say January 1995 for the US, and Japan and Europe apparently February 17th. 1995. I don't know. This could be wrong, but it's
my research actually says Europe was January 95, North America February 16th, Japan's February the 17th, and Australia February the 19th.
Could be.
Europe had it first, apparently.
Yeah, that's what I have, but I'm just on Wikipedia. So
I'm on Sega Retro I usually go to Sega Retro for these things, but yeah. At this point, who knows?
I would probably trust Sega Retro over Wikipedia.
I would probably trust 1995 for all territories. That's the most accurate date. Yeah. And so, as I was saying, very late into the Sega Mega Drive / Genesis life, so Sega was shifting focus to the Saturn. Probably people were also shifting focus to other consoles as well. Marketing wise, maybe they could have promoted it a little bit better, but I don't know. It's sad that some games, this is not the only one, but the only example of a game released in the late stages of a console's life that is great, but doesn't really get the attention that it deserves, right?
Mm-hmm. Right. Oh yeah.
So this is Feel / Ristar. The gameplay mechanic, by the way. So just to give people some bullet points here about the game for people not familiar with it. So Ristar's core mechanic is grabbing, right? So Ristar is a star, as you can tell, maybe from the design and the name, and the color. He travels around from planet to planet to save the galaxy, and the core mechanic is extending his arms and grabbing onto things and headbutting enemies and stuff. The thing that I found when I actually play this game every now and then, but yesterday I sat down and played the game from start to finish in preparation for this. And what I found is something that I seem to remember always feeling whenever I replay this on a modern system using a modern controller, is that this was tailor-made for the Genesis, so the Sega Mega Drive controller, right? That D-pad, the 8 directions were really good to use too, because you can actually, Ristar can extend his arms in all 8 directions, right? Diagonals as well. Do you guys feel the same way? Have you guys tried to replay this in a modern system or using a modern controller?
For this, I actually played on the Mega Drive. Played the Mega Drive version with the Mega Drive controller. I have played it on. So I've actually got Mega Drive collection here. So I've got it. This sort of the PSP version of that. I have played on that in the past, and I've got it on the Xbox 360 and stuff. But I haven't played those for a long time. So I think you're right, though. I think from memory, I never got very far when I played these other versions, but I got furthest playing the Mega Drive version. So I think you could be right there from memory.
Yeah, there's some precision involved. So that's why,
Yeah,
sorry,
I was
Scotty.
trying it on I have it on my Polymega, and my Genesis controller I wanted to use wireless was not charged, even though I thought it was. But so unfortunately, I was forced to use the Polymega controller at first, and it was okay. The D-pad on that thing's all right. It's basically a PlayStation 4 controller, but it does feel better on a Genesis controller, because I did end up biting the bullet, not going wireless, and I plugged in actually it's right here, Saturn USB controller.
Yep. Okay.
Which is
has the same kind of D-pad.
I'll die on this hill. Best D-pad ever is the Saturn controller, Model 2, mind you. But
the Model 1 hated.
But that works. I mean, it's that disc. It basically, it's a flat disc that you're using. But that it does feel better, and even just the lineup of the ABC feels better than the PS4 controller or Polymega controller being the cross set of face buttons. So, but yes, definitely made for that, because also there's only two actions: jump and grab. So.
Yeah, for sure. There's some precision involved at some stages, and and we're gonna share footage in a little bit, but you try to climb, not really climb, but you one of the ways to go up some areas is
shimmy.
To
shimmy your way
shimmy.
up.
Yeah, there you go. You're always extending your arms diagonally, and if you're doing that with a modern D-pad, or one of the D-pads we have on modern controllers, it gets tiresome. You have to somehow angle your presses to up and right, for example.
Is it on the Switch?
It is on the Switch.
NSO? Yes. Forget using the Joy-Con face buttons as a D-pad for that. Don't even bother.
That's a good point. Never tried it. Yeah, that should be really frustrating. Yeah, you can also use the analog stick.
Yeah,
but I feel it's not the same. It's not the same level of precision. I usually end up using the D-pad. So
I always hover to the D-pad. I even had back when I was playing 360 was my main console. I literally got one of those Street Fighter plug-in. It was basically a Saturn controller, but I bought that to play all my XBLA retro side-scrolling games I had downloaded. So for the D-pad, because it would just go to that anyway.
Yeah, I played through RetroArch, so emulated the game yesterday, and I have one of those 8-bit M30, I think they're called.
Okay.
The Genesis controllers. But I don't know where I put it, and I was too lazy to find it. So I was I played through the whole game. Oh, this is a crappy D-pad. Oh, this is a crappy D-pad. Oh, this is a crappy D-pad. I could have just looked for it, but yeah. Anyway, first world problems. Yeah, whatever words. What are they? Going back to the gameplay. So some precision involved in some parts. There's some puzzle solving. There's something that I really enjoy. I think back in the day was one of my favorite parts of the game. The music planet.
Oh yeah, amazing soundtrack.
How the soundtrack is amazing in itself, but then there's a whole planet, a whole stage that's centered around music. And that was amazing for me. So that's something that I think is worth mentioning. It's a beautiful game. It's it really feels like it's a late Mega Drive game. Beautiful, vibrant colors. The different worlds feel amazing. There's your usual green a stage, then there's a water stage, there's a snow stage, there's a lava stage in a way, but they're all very based around different planets and in a different galaxy. So it has that future looking style and stuff. So I really like that as well.
Vibrant 90s, if you will.
Yeah, it's as I was replaying it, I was like, these graphics are gorgeous. This. Oh, I made a note actually. Which level was it? One of the levels, I was like, "There's so much going on." In the foreground and the background, I was like,
That's
"This
true.
is everything is just happening," and the colors are fantastic, and it's all smooth and looks so good. forgot which level that was now.
I was thinking about the same thing yesterday. What I think was the music level that has like
There's a lot happening in that one, but
that has the
Fortuna.
Sonata.
Is that right? Oh shoot! Oh, Sonata's another one.
The music one.
Fortuna's another one. Blah blah.
I was thinking about this one because in the background you can see the spaceships.
Oh yeah, yep.
And maybe this is the one you were thinking about.
There's some big old drums back there.
I mean, that's actually obviously that level's really good as well. I think it was I can't actually remember. It's like almost like an industrial level.
Oh, okay.
The best way I can describe it.
Okay.
I remember that one having a really good stuff going on in the background as well.
Probably Automaton.
I mean, all the levels are really good. So yeah.
Probably this one here as well. Planet Automaton. Maybe?
Yes.
Industrial?
Yeah, that's the
maybe.
level I was thinking of.
Yeah.
There's some bits with like water and stuff in the background and just the parallax was scrolling. And they kind of got like buildings on their side in the background and it's all just a bit crazy.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot going on basically.
Yeah. And this is like, for some reason you're floating because I think it's like, see what I mean about the D-pad? So for people watching the footage, that's what I mean. This is not my crappy like gamer skills. It's really the D-pad. Blame the D-pad. Always blame the D-pad. Don't blame this was the D-pad here. This death was the D-pad. Definitely. Yeah.
Well, and they're on a mixed down TV. That's the problem.
So yeah. Mixed on TVs are the best. Yeah, so visual style amazing, music amazing. By the way, did you know that the music was composed by Tomoko Sasaki? He went on to compose Nights into Dreams as well.
Oh shoot!
Yes,
so there you go.
Actually, that's a factoid I read as well, that a lot of the team moved to work on Nights into Dreams after this.
Mm-hmm.
So that
makes sense.
Pretty cool,
yeah. And another game she worked on before was World of Illusion.
Yeah,
starring Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck, which is
one of my favorite Mega Drive games.
Same. Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah,
and when I read this
Disney game.
Yeah, exactly. When I read this, I said, yes, makes sense. It tracks. Yeah, it tracks.
Yeah,
same feels.
Speaking of music, my favorite soundtrack in this game, I think, is actually the snow level.
Okay.
Easily.
Sure.
Yeah, I think when that came on, I was like, oh, this is my jam. I could just sit there and listen to this. It was great.
Yeah, I would say the first, they call them rounds, like round 1, round 2. Yeah. I would say the first round of Planet Freon is my favorite track. And then after that, probably, it's a toss up between the first and second round of Sonata. But yeah, Freon has, I mean, look at that. That's Ice Cap. That's Sonic's intro right there. So if you couldn't tell, they were using the same engine.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And it's so beautiful. It's like you have some sort of like, what's it called? The like Northern Lights, right?
Yeah.
Aurora Borealis back there.
Yeah, some sort of alien Aurora Borealis, right?
Yeah.
Because it's a different planet. But really, really cool. I'm struggling with this here.
Yeah. Sorry, it's funny you mentioned aliens, because as I was playing the game, a couple of the bosses, I was like, oh, this is a weird looking alien. Then I was like, wait, I'm technically the alien because these are all on different planets and I'm on their planet. So who's the alien?
Who's the alien now?
Yeah.
Good old Graham having an existential crisis playing a platforming game.
I'm also partial to the first round of the Planet Undertow, the water level.
I like that
first song as well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It just fits really well.
Yeah. And even the second one as well, but the first one I think I prefer. It's got that chill vibe as well. It's really fits. All the songs are amazing. Even the most like upbeat ones as well. They're all good.
Oh, you know what? I take back what I said. I think after Freon, my favorite actually track in the game is probably the level complete track that plays after you finish the level, because it is just so victorious and very upbeat as it should be and everything. But yeah. Never get tired of it.
And not the credits, but the ending theme reminds me a lot of the credits or ending theme from World of Illusion as well, which is one of my favorite tracks from that game.
Mm-hmm.
So when I saw that Tomoka Sasaki worked on that game, I thought, yeah, that tracks. That makes total sense. Yeah, for sure.
And World of Illusion is the one with Donald and Mickey, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I played more of that one than Castle. I just want to make sure I was thinking the right one.
Yeah. Really cool co-op experience. Really easy game and short game these days, but really enjoyable. Yeah. Okay. So I think that's about it for like facts. And I don't know if you have anything else you want to add in terms of like little trivia or anything you feel like it's important to.
I feel like eventually I have a bunch of stuff for the Game Gear version, but I feel like we'll get to that later on. So we don't have to pummel ourselves with facts up front from all of that right now, I don't feel. But we can see how it goes, though.
Okay.
One thing I do want to mention, I sent both you guys a speed run to watch.
Yes.
In case we needed to freshen up. I don't know if you watched it with sound to like hear the runners' comments on it, but they said that because everybody says it's at Ristar. The runner, his name was Mackie. He said that even Sega employees don't know how it's pronounced because the katakana is actually different. So it could be either way, but I think a lot of people thought Rising Star, it's Ristar, but I always thought it was Ristar, but I'm a dumb American, so I shorten and everything. So I don't know.
I don't know,
but it's really funny, but that also shows like, they kind of made this game and they made it great and didn't bother thinking much more about it than that. So they don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah, on that video, even people sending comments saying it's pronounced Ristar. So it seems like there is a lot of confusion, isn't there?
I think that there's the current consensus is that it's Ristar. But I don't know if there's grounds for that or if it's like because people think they know Japanese and they feel it's like Ristar. I don't know. But apparently it doesn't matter and it can be both things. Right?
Yeah. If someone says Ristar to me, I'm not going to get angry, I don't think.
I'm not even going to answer. Yeah. One thing that I forgot to mention, but I think is important, or at least a little bit relevant, is that Ristar is a little bit different in terms of mood between the Western versions and the Japanese version, right?
Yeah,
and
not
actually,
just him,
and the enemies as well. But but I think Ristar himself is clearly different, as you can. I actually took a couple of screenshots, for example.
Okay,
yesterday. So Western version on the left, Japanese version on the right, and you can see the Western version is like a brooding, like frowning.
I'm gonna get him.
I'm gonna get him. Yeah.
Not happy to be here.
Japanese version, happy-go-lucky star. Yay! I'm here.
It's another sunny day.
Yay! Right? Which is interesting because. But they probably thought, like in the West, especially America, they want to like a guy with an attitude, I don't know, like a badass or something. He can't be. He's fighting enemies. He can't just be like all happy-go-lucky all the time, right?
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, all the like you were starting to say, I just want to point out I shared a link with you guys in the chat there so that I don't forget. Sorry. But it has the different expressions of all the enemies, or at least some of them. I don't know if it's all of them. If you need even more backup or whatever, but yeah, they're all angry about something.
I found it very interesting. I took another screenshot because I went through all the stages in the end after completing the game in both versions. And even when fighting the final boss, Western Ristar still angry. Japanese Ristar, yay! Not a care in the world.
Clocking in.
Yay! He's trying to kill you, yay! So, yeah. I'm trying to open your link now, Scotty. So, This
Yeah,
is
it's
interesting.
a
Yeah.
web archive fan site.
That's so fun. Like those little, the little almost baby creatures like hanging in the little pods. When you see the American
they're
versus
angry,
Japanese
yeah.
version, like the American one's like you see the little eyes looking angry, and then the Asian one's just like these tiny little eyes like looking, hello, help me. That's so funny. I love that.
So yeah. Trying to okay, zoom in a little bit so we can see the differences. There we go. So if you're watching the video version, you can see the differences. Oh no, too much. There you go. So yeah. Western enemies were all angry, right? Look at those eyes. I didn't know it was like all of them. I thought it was just some, but apparently really all of them were.
That's crazy.
I can kind of understand some enemies being angry in games because obviously they're meant to be bad people, but why would you make the main character just an angry little?
The same thing happened
he's like
with
a
Kirby.
Cartoony kind of guy.
Oh
really?
Yeah, with I forget which game, or maybe it was multiple games, but at least the box art of a Kirby game. Maybe it was a DS game. I can't remember, but he looks like he just has angry eyebrows or an angry brow. And in the Japanese version, he does not have that. But
yeah. This particular boss as well in Planet Freon, in the Japanese version, is a cat, like a mechanical cat, right? And then it turns into whatever that is.
I don't know. Yeah, he's got like a fez on or something.
Yes. Why?
I don't know.
I've read what type of character he is. I can't remember what it is now. Wait a second. It's it's changed into an ice monster melted by hot food. So that's what he's meant to be. He's an ice monster.
Okay.
It says here, thanks to the translation of the Japanese manual, we now know why there are two itamors. In Japan, there is a term for a dislike of hot food, nekojita, which means cat tongue. So the cat version was a symbol of that phrase. Now, as there is no term like that in English, SOA decided logically that an ice monster would keep the symbolism for the hatred of hot food. Why is this an ice monster? Oh, it is melting. Okay, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe. It's kind of melting.
Maybe.
But it doesn't look like it's made of ice. It just kind of looks like a slimy monster. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cat robot in the Japanese Asian version, and then the US PAL, it is just kind of like ice melting or metal melting or something. But
yeah,
that's interesting.
If they had the cat version in the Western one, I don't think I'd have questioned it because the whole game's weird and it's all about aliens and stuff. Yeah, sure, they've got a cat robot thing. It's fine.
I like how they overthink some things and then other things like pronunciation. Who cares? Yeah.
But I appreciate his name as Eatamore, as in Eatamore lunch.
Yeah.
There you go.
Actually, wasn't it a play on words, actually? I can't remember.
Eating spicy soup and his frozen berries or something.
Yeah. And and even the story is different. Even the story, like the Western version has, like the story, like there are some subtitles, some narration during the initial cutscene, and there's another character that you never see in the Western version. It actually is here, which is this character.
There you go.
So the Western version says that Ristar's father is the hero, apparently, and has been captured. Apparently, in the Japanese version, there's no father, I think. And this creature thingy, is the one that receives the wishes of people, the prayers of people, or whatever, not people, the creatures in that world, and sends Ristar to save the galaxy.
Yeah.
Apparently, this image represents the star mother Urutu that is looking over the star nursery, another name for a nebula, and receiving the wishes from shooting stars.
Yep,
Yeah.
very goddess or Gaia like.
Yeah.
I would say,
Mhm.
because it looks like whatever she's wearing is, I almost want to say made out of leaves or something, but that's just because she's
Apparently.
green, probably.
Yeah.
But something like that.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
she does have a big old star head.
There you go.
Yeah, and she's meant to be the Star Mother, so you'd expect her to be more space-like, I guess. But yeah, which is it's interesting they changed the storyline so much, I guess, in a way. I mean, I guess it's only one little bit, but it's kind of meant to be a key bit, because don't they add in a different ending scene or a unique ending scene for this as well?
There you go.
Yeah.
It's here as well. Yeah. So it like looks like in the Western one on the right, you assume it's Ristar's dad. He saved his dad, and he's like hugging his dad. Congratulations.
Are you winning, son?
Yes. And the left one says the end.
The left one is so much more like, they got along after all. The big bad guy's just thinking about Ristar. Ristar's smiling. He didn't kill him. He just knocked him out.
Or he's plotting his revenge.
Yeah, or that. Yep.
Or that. And they say here, was there going to be a sequel, as Greedy is still alive?
Right.
Something interesting as well. They don't show it here, but they mention it. This at the end, it says, "Thank you for playing" by PJ Ristar. So in the Western version, PJ Ristar is the full name of Ristar.
His God-given, his Christian name.
It's why? What does it stand for?
What would that? Yeah, what would that even? Planetary Junior. I don't know. Planet. Peaceful.
I don't know. I have no clue.
I don't know.
Pajamas Ristar?
I don't know.
He was sleeping at the beginning of like the cutscene. He's sleeping.
Yeah.
Seen sleeping. He's awakened.
Personal Jesus with Ristar. It's for the I forget the band that did that song. Whoops.
Depeche Mode.
Yeah, it's for the Depeche Mode fans.
There you go. Your own personal Jesus is Ristar. That's how the song goes. Everyone knows.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, play it backwards.
So yeah, and you'll find the ending song for Ristar, perhaps, maybe not. Anyway, let's talk about our own experiences with Ristar. Okay, so who wants to go first? When did you first find out about this game? How did you get it? When did you play it first? Who wants to go first? Graham's just raring to go.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. So yeah, I heard about it, I guess, before it was released, because it was covered in some Mega Drive magazines over here. So I saw it and I thought that looks like a cool game. I didn't pick it up straight away though. A friend of mine got it on the Game Gear, so I actually played the Game Gear version first, which I believe came out at the same time as the Mega Drive one. And I thought this is a really cool game. And then later I managed to get the Mega Drive version. I did get it brand new, so it must have been like within the year maybe that it came out, or like the next year. So I didn't get it straight away, but yeah, and I just remember playing it and loving it and thinking it was great. But I guess around that time, the N64 and stuff came out, and I think I picked up the N64 at some point. So I kind of phased out of the Mega Drive zone at that stage in my life. So I don't think I ever finished it as a kid. That's what I was trying to say. I didn't finish as a kid, but it was really cool. Like, just it's a beautiful game. But even back then, and even today, it still looks really amazing. I guess that's my introduction to the game.
Okay. Scotty, what about you?
I had to double check because I didn't prepare this answer beforehand, and that's not me saying, haha, I'm a slacker. I was like, how did I, because I didn't like randomly buy it. I didn't rent it, but I remember now that I first played Ristar on Sega Channel.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, and the reason I was like second guessing myself, I was over here searching again. Sega Retro, shouts out. It was on Sega Channel, so that is definitely how I played it first. And so I eventually, I guess the full game was on there because I feel like I played it I remember mainly playing it at my buddy Ben's house because he definitely had Sega Channel. I think I eventually got Sega Channel, but I don't remember playing it much at my house. I'm wondering now if I like borrowed even the Sega Channel from him or something, which wouldn't make sense. I'd have to somehow figure that out with my parents. But anyway, definitely Sega Channel first, and then eventually owned the cartridge and the cardboard box. And so that was. It was just another game where you'd like switch off. So it was the Genesis Mega Drive version first, but switch off every level or boss or whatever. But switched off a lot because it's not a short game. It's not overly complicated. I remember being relatively easy even as a kid, having an easy time with it. But Sega Channel.
Yeah. Okay. I think I first read about this on a magazine. And judging by the date, the release date, probably what we had something called Megaforce here, like the official Sega magazine in Portugal, and I'm guessing it was probably in that I first heard about this. But this I actually got this as a Christmas present, probably in 1995. So
I think I might have too. Now that I think about it more, because I don't remember. You remember buying your games as a kid, and I don't remember actually buying this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, same. So I do remember seeing the game in a magazine, but I didn't buy it. I got it as a gift. So yeah, I do remember when I got it. I remember that I remember playing it like Christmas morning and that whole week and being obsessed with it. Because I really liked the colors and the visuals and the music. And I somehow understood it was by some of the same people that worked on Sonic. I somehow realized that, not really sure how. Maybe I read about it. I don't know. But I do remember that. It's like information that I have in my brain since those days. I don't know how I found out about it. Yeah. What did you guys think about it, by the way? So
I really liked it as a kid, obviously. Yeah. If I played it like I demoed it on Sega Channel, then I guess I asked for it and got it for Christmas. So yeah, I enjoyed it as a kid.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it as a kid. Yeah, as I say, I played on the Game Gear first, and I was like, "This is great." And then I got the bigger version. I didn't finish as a kid, but yeah, I just remember loving it. So,
I don't think we ever finished it. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Casey.
I was saying, I think I finished it after going through a few continues and restarting the game, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think because I remember looking up cheat codes and because I remembered when I was playing it to get ready for this, I put in the level select code and I remember that it's I love you, like ILOVE, the letter U, since there's only 6 spaces in the password screen. So I want to say probably the mechanical level, like the industrial level, probably gave us issues. And so we just put in the password because we realized how close we were. Because I remember playing the crap out of the final boss and like handing off the controller. No one could beat him. Greedy. What a jerk.
Yeah. Same. That was my biggest problem. I remember the mechanical, I think Planet Automaton. And then the next stage where you have to I think it's like Castle Greedy or something it's called. I don't know if they show the name. I think it's in the manual or something.
It's Planet Greedy.
Planet?
Or is that in the Japanese? Is that a Japanese version? It's called Planet
Greedy. You could be right. What does
check my manual?
Sega Retro say? Castle Greedy, apparently.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
But I don't know. It could be Planet. I don't think it. They usually say the name of the planet before you enter the stage. Right, in the game, but they don't do that for this one.
This one says The American manual says Greedy's Space City.
Okay. That works. Let's go with that.
Oh, that is not going to focus. I'm sorry.
I can see it. Greedy's Space City. Oh, there we go. Level 7. What adventure awaits you in this mysterious castle in the sky? Castle, see? Play this level to find out the fate of Ristar's home system. Ooh.
Yeah, his Sega Genesis.
And I remember struggling with that.
I just turned the page, and we've got hints from the heavens.
Watch the demo for hints on gameplay. That's a given. That's a classic. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you should always do that. Use all-star handles. Explore everything.
Yeah.
Grab every wall. Yeah, so did you know that there are hidden items? Of course you know.
Yes.
There are hidden items, but there's also a password that you can use.
Did you know?
To get hints on where the hidden items are.
Didn't know that.
M-I-E-M-I-E.
Like
me, or whatever.
Me.
Oh,
and
okay.
if you do that, wherever a hidden item is, you'll see a little like blue star. And you know you should hit that.
That signifies where to grab. Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah.
That's quite cool.
Yeah. The password system is really cool here in this game. Because you can find, there are useful ones. There are just like ones that are only there for why not? For whatever reason. You have a museum password, gives you boss rush mode. You have I love you, like Scotty said. Gives you round select. Super or superb gives you super difficult mode. Super hard mode. 1 hit deaths, 1 life, but infinite continues. I already talked about museum. There's do feel, which is the bonus stage time attack mode.
Do feel.
And then there are other things that are only in the Japanese one. For example, if you type in A, so is infinite continues. Feel, so the original prototype name, in the Japanese version activates I love you, run select, Mimi, the hidden items, and Candy, which is invincibility, which is another Japanese only password, Candy. Ages, a classic, that's for both versions. Ages displays copyright info. Because why not?
All right.
Why not? Maguro, which is the nickname of Tomoko Sasaki, adds the credits music to the sound test and lets you actually select music, the song that you want to hear in the sound test. Cool. And there's an interesting one, just one more, which is MACCHA, matcha. Which changes the final round's palette to a green tea inspired hue.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, so there are others, but a very cool password system, which we don't get anymore. We don't get passwords in video games anymore. Which is
I blame achievements and trophies.
Oh, sure.
They ruin cheats because as soon as you cheat, you can't get the achievements, so they don't put them in anymore. Really annoying.
Yeah.
But it is interesting how those passwords are so much shorter because, like, up to that point, some game, well, even after that point, games with passwords, they might be like 16 characters or something ridiculous. This was 6.
Yeah.
And there were letters. For example, World of Illusion had an intricate card system.
Oh, that's right. Oh my gosh.
Sparkster had a very complicated password system. Sparkster, Rocket Knight Adventures 2.
Yeah, no, I don't remember the password system.
Wasn't that only on the Super Nintendo version though? Because
I don't know if it's the same.
So the Mega Drive version and from memory, I think the Mega Drive version and Super Nintendo version, they have different ways to enter the password. And the Super Nintendo had you had to basically swing up these vine type things and hit hit these
crap?
symbols to actually get the symbol you need or something. Whereas the Mega Drive version was more of a simple enter your password sort of thing.
It was, yeah. It was like a password screen, password option. But then you had like different, also like kind of cards, but each with different characters, and each character could have like 3 or 4 different colors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Too
thank you.
much.
It was too much.
Too much.
It's like
too much.
it's like kind of cool idea, and then after you try to actually use it, it's like this isn't very good.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. So really quickly, favorite stage. Not just music. We already talked about our favorite songs, but favorite stage in the whole game.
Easily the music stage. Oh, sorry.
Okay. No, yeah, go for it.
No, that's it. Just the music stage, how it revolves around you trying to hold on to a metronome and hand it to these birds, and the music changes slightly when you give it to them because they can sing now better or something like that. But and they don't. I appreciate that they don't have you continually do that. It's just that level. You have to carry a metronome around. You do have to use a statue later on of your, like a little Ristar statue or figure or whatever. But you know, they knew not to make you do what could be considered like an escort mission for more than one level.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I've actually got 2 levels that I love. One was the underwater level, because it's one of the best aquatic areas I've played in the game. Like even when I played it this week, I was like playing it. I was like, it's so smooth. It's just like so easy to swim, and he's really fast. And because a lot of underwater levels, you go slower, and it's kind of like, as soon as you go into an underwater level in Sonic, it's like, oh god, this is gonna be terrible. But on this, it's so much fun. And then the ice level, I've forgotten the actual names of all the worlds, by the way.
So Undertow, Planet Undertow, for the underwater level, Sonata, the music one, and Freon.
Freon, okay, yeah. So yeah, and I think Freon I just really enjoyed. I thought it was really just a fun level overall, especially the sliding around and the fact that some bits you couldn't grab the ceiling or the walls because they were slippery, but they kind of helped guide you, like because if you're slipping, you could reach up and stop, and then you can try and go the other way, sort of thing. So it still helped, but it was slippery.
Yeah,
I did like in the snow level. For every planet, Ristar has awesome idle animations. For the snow level, he makes a little snowman or a little snow person, and then he's like amazed. He's like, "Haha, I did it!" You know. And like on the music level, I think he snaps his fingers along to not really along to the beat, but he just like snaps his fingers.
I don't know if it's not along to the beat. I don't know if it's not. We can check, but yeah, that's actually a very good point. Yeah, sorry.
I was just going to say, just while you're looking that up, the other thing I like is that they actually do try to incorporate different things for each level. Like on the snow level, he has a little snowball fight at one point.
Yes,
which was really fun. Like it's a little bit different gameplay, and it was not too much. They didn't overdo it. If you had to do a snowball fight like 10 times, you'd be like, oh god, damn, this is annoying. But just once, it's like, oh, that was kind of fun. Little side thing.
Yeah. And yeah, like you mentioned, the snowball fight. So it had been a while since I last played this. I wasn't really sure what to do here. I couldn't remember.
Oh, this is your gameplay. Okay.
It is. I recorded this yesterday. So I was like...
Is it at this moment? Is it after this bit he does the snowball fight?
Yeah, this is the snowball fight moment.
Oh, this is snowball fight, but yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And it is a little jarring at first because you have to stop and do nothing so that Ristar makes a snowball.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's pretty neat. And then the guy's like, all right, I give, we're buddies. I got to go feed my cat boss.
Yes.
Monger, ruler, king guy.
Itamoro.
Yeah.
But good point about the idle animations.
I love them.
And another game that I remember, probably the first one that I remember paying attention to that was Castle of Illusion. Mickey was not just like stopping there, like freezing,
I think that's
frozen.
often credited as being one of the first games to really do that.
Yeah. And this reminded me of that. Of course, Sonic had all the whole thing, like watching the watch and stuff. But this is amazing because every single level has a different idle animation that's related to that level. It's appropriate.
Yeah.
So really, really cool. Even though Ristar is more of a badass this time, or he wants to be, because he's like frowning. He feels like he is. But there are still those real little cool animations, which is really, really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it just adds to the personality of the game, the character of the game. And another note that I had was the flow of the game makes you feel cool while you're playing it. And I noticed that during like the music level, for example, because you have to throw the metronome over a flute and then grab the flute and spin around and while you're going over spikes, but it doesn't break that flow. So you feel like you're better at the game than you are. It's just a smooth going game, really. But yeah, I just what did I have here? Notice it on the music level when you're grabbing flutes to spin over spike pits, and I swear that's not a euphemism.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, right here.
like right here, right?
Like,
unless
boom,
you suck like I do.
Get over there.
Unless you suck like I do, yeah.
Bounce it around and stuff, but then alley-oop.
Yeah.
There you go. That's cool.
I think before the little bit that I've shown before made me look much cooler than this one. See, this one doesn't
he just stole it. The little blobby dude.
Yeah. But this is a really cool touch as well, right? So you have to be mindful of where you leave your metronome. Otherwise it'll get stolen. So maybe I'll do it better this time. There we go. See?
But it's also just challenging enough. Like there's not 5 enemies in your way while you're trying to just go from left to right. This isn't Contra or something insane.
That's true. And going back to the water level, Graham, you were mentioning how it feels to maneuver and how it feels to swim. And this is how different it is to Sonic. Just like the difference it makes to just be able to swim.
Yeah.
See?
Yep.
If you swim, you can make things feel better. Yeah.
Yeah.
You won't struggle with water.
Right.
There you go. You suck, Sonic. Yeah. I think my favorite I think my favorite level is also Planet Sonata.
Nice.
I mean, in terms of gameplay, I think, and even when we think about this planet, this like level, we think about the first round probably more often than the second one, but the second one is really cool as well.
Yeah, it's a freaking party.
And everything you touch makes a different sound. Everything you grab and headbutt. Then there's these guitars that you have to avoid. There we go, which I didn't hear. And it's like a whole party. With like
there you go, snapping his fingers though.
There you go.
Yeah. I love the guitars in the background. It's so fun.
Yep. And this whole stage, this whole planet, both rounds are a joy to play.
Yeah.
I can't really say that about the ice planet. I really like it. I really like the music, but I don't think it's the fact that you can't really walk on certain surfaces. You have to slide on them, and then you have to jump at the right moment so you can avoid going back and forth.
That's what I liked. I think I thought the gameplay, because it had different gameplay, and I know this level's also got some different gameplay, like with the bouncing stuff, but I like that about the ice level. I felt like it added something new to the game, basically.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
I
don't think there's ever a point in this game where you like feel like you're always doing the same thing.
Right.
Right. Each level, even the one that we already saw bits of, Automaton, like the mechanical one, There's some swimming, although it's like gravity swimming or whatever. There's some platforming as well, so it always feels different.
Yeah.
I'm struggling here. Yeah.
Which is
just to emphasize.
Oh, sorry, you go. You guys, Scotty.
I'll just mention the music level and then I'll let you go. I was just going to say, to emphasize how much character and personality the game has. Like, there's trumpets that you have to grab onto and twirl around, but if you hit them on their buttons, it honks the trumpet. That's not what I don't know the terminology, but it's like burp, burp, and it doesn't let you spin around it and stuff. So just little touches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's true.
And it's kind of what you were saying is how, like, even though the core mechanic is the same, as in you are reaching your arms out to grab platforms and things and killing enemies, the way they've designed the levels and all these little intricate things that are different makes the game feel fresh. If that makes sense. Yeah. So even though the core mechanic is identical, it actually feels completely different each level.
Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's why it's so short, because it really is a different game, planet to planet. And they were probably just like, guys, we did 6 different things in this one. We gotta call it sometime,
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think like it feels like it's too much and completely detached, like the levels from each other. Like we were saying, it feels like the core mechanics is the same. You're doing the same thing. You just have different environments and different like sort of gimmicks here and there that you can play around with. But it feels like it's a cohesive product in the end. At least
I will say for this part that the gameplay we're watching right now for listeners is Casey running across what looks like a keyboard with the guitars, waiting to smack them and hit them. I think if they only dance and smack down when you're when you're touching the ground. So if you like jumped up, it would freeze the guitars, I think, if I was understanding that correctly from the speed run.
Isn't it from like the rhythm? There's not a fixed moment in which they're in the song, because there's a song playing.
Maybe.
And I know the song is like
Yeah, no, it is that, but I think it's only when you're like standing on the keyboard that it activates the song even.
My God.
If that makes sense. Yeah. So there you go.
Okay.
I don't know. I was learning a lot from that speed run.
I'll link to the speed run as well for people.
Yeah, that was really interesting to watch.
And seeing this game finished in 33 minutes or whatever.
Yeah. I think it took me like 33 minutes to get to like level 3.
I like these videos are all like 12 to 18 minutes each, and it's one video per level. So yeah. I don't think we've touched on Planet Scorch.
I was actually going to bring that up because I was going to ask you guys if you have like a favorite enemy or favorite enemy sprite. Because I really like the boss of of this level, how he's a big mole with claws and stuff.
Yes.
He reminds me like he's a character straight out of the Rayman games, or at least the first one.
That's very true.
But yeah, I think he's my favorite. And then when Ristar beats him up, and it's just a tiny mole, and he's like crying and stuff, and I think that's adorable. That's my favorite.
But he still tries to attack.
He does. Yeah, he does.
I don't know if I let him do it this time. But he still tries. It's just like a tiny mole. He's crying. Oh no!
Yeah,
but he's still like,
help me.
Yeah, you can see the attack.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. So
let me see if you guys watch the credits. I snagged a picture from the credits. Is it going to let me? There's no way it's going to let me paste this into the chat.
I do have the credits if you want to. If you want me to play them, I should.
Sure, because the little mole dude is in the credits, and I think he's getting bullied by other moles, and Ristar's just like, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. But it's a fun little group shot. Or I could even...
I'll try to find... Okay, I'm getting there.
Share my screen, I don't know if I need to.
There we go.
Yeah, I don't know where it is, but...
There we go. Let me just pull it up.
The Mole Bros.
Okay. Yeah. So we have this. And then
fighting.
Yeah, they're fighting, and then
fighting the mole boss. What was his name? Yeah, there they are. hanging out.
And they're like, maybe his parents, perhaps.
Oh, could be.
Like,
Oh, that makes more
scolding him?
sense. Yeah,
What have you done?
Adaham. I think his name's Adaham or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely my favorite character or favorite enemy
Okay.
sprite. Simple,
Okay.
but I like him.
Yeah. Yep. What about you, Graham? Do you have a favorite enemy? Maybe the ice monster? Perhaps with the
even though that's like my favorite level, I didn't. I mean, I thought the boss was fine. He wasn't my favorite character though.
He's making the snowman there. Yeah.
Maybe actually even Greedy was my favorite. I think Greedy looked really good. Like when you get to the boss, it's like this looks like a good boss. Like even though I don't think he was the hardest of the bosses on the game, he just
except for that lightning bolt. Are you kidding me?
He was.
No.
Yeah, unless you know the timing. Unless you know the timing, that lightning bolt kills you almost on the first hit.
I found that you always have to go left. Don't ever go right. When you find that, when you know he's coming with you at you with the lightning bolt, go left.
I was grabbing up maniacally like a maniac, trying to get him right before he hits me. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I did find again after watching that speed run, when he's throwing individual guys at you, you just have to walk back and forth. Just don't overthink it. Don't panic.
Yeah.
The
I
music
mean,
right before
it's
you're
not
going
really
in is
hard.
great too,
it's not really hard. It's just a matter of knowing the patterns and like just wishing
timing,
for the best.
memorization. Yep.
But yeah, my favorite character. That's a good question. I really like all the birds in the Sonata stage.
Yeah,
like the maestro one, right? Like
the conductor.
The conductor.
Yeah,
the one that you're trying to save, essentially.
Trying to help his show.
I like that.
The show must go on. Yeah.
So
that part is not too bad once you figure it out too. Like he summons his black hole, and oh boy, never mind.
If you go left, if you go right, you always get hit. But I don't know if there's probably a better strategy in that speed run. So I'll need to watch. I was watching a little bit, and it's crazy how many times you can hit a boss consecutively.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Just crazy.
Yeah, like almost as ridiculous as like what is it, Chemical Plant in Sonic 2, how quickly you can defeat that boss. It's like some of the Ristar enemies can go down that quick. It's insane.
That's true. Okay. So let's move on to the Game Gear version then. Scotty, you said you had some facts about that. Graham, you played that first as well. Were you surprised by the differences as well?
Yeah, it's weird because like the first level, for example, is near. I haven't played the Game Gear version for a long time, so I actually watched a playthrough before this show, and the first level is very, very similar. And there's a few other levels here and there which are very similar, but then they've changed a lot of things as well. Obviously, like I don't think they've actually got the fire planet on there. At least on the walkthrough I watched, they didn't seem to have the fire planet. But yeah, it's they've done a very good job though of recreating the game. Because when I first played the Game Gear version and then I went to the Mega Drive version, I just felt like the Mega Drive version was a bigger, better version, but it still felt like the same game, if that makes sense. So they've done a really good job of recreating it. And the fact that, as Scotty mentioned, there's only 2 moves: jump and stretch your arms. It works so well on the Game Gear. They didn't have to like cram in lots of different controls or anything or mechanics. It's just the basic mechanics, really.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously the levels don't look as good as the Mega Drive, but they still look really good for like an 8-bit game.
For sure.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah. Any facts you want to share with us, Scotty, from your research?
Graham's right. There is no Planet Scorch on the Game Gear version. There are more items in the Game Gear version, though. Like there's an invincibility power-up that also gives you speed at the same time. But I remember wanting to try the Game Gear version more recently, like in the past 5 years, just because it had a pirate ship level. And I was like, oh, there's different levels. And supposedly there's even it's called Planet Terra or Fantern in the Japan Asian release. But the first round in the Japan release is like a Jack and the Beanstalk kind of homage thing. Like you're in the clouds with the beanstalk to jump on and stuff, and there's rainbows and everything. And then the second level is a pirate ship in Japan. The first level in the version we all played, or that we had access to, I didn't write it down, but it's not Jack and the Beanstalk. I think it is just another portion of the pirate ship,
it's
maybe?
the pirate ship.
Okay.
So there we go. Planet Terra.
So
I played through this yesterday as well.
Okay. Yeah, but what's interesting is overall the Japanese version, the boss that you fight is totally different. Mm-hmm. And a different style, I guess, because he's trying to sleep and you're messing with him. He's not doing anything bad, really. And but every time the boss wakes up, the background is different. And then when you finally defeat him, it's like a post-apocalyptic world in the background. So you were going through his dreams, and he was dreaming of nicer places than the planet that he's on, essentially. And Sega did not think the PAL or US players could understand that, so they dumbed it down and just made it a pirate ship.
Right.
That's why I don't get some of these decisions.
Yeah.
So he needs to be like a frowning, badass star for Western audiences, but then you need to tone down the post-apocalyptic vision in the background. I don't know. Doesn't really make sense.
If we go back to that question we asked earlier about our favorite character, it's actually the boss on this level, the sleepy boss. I actually really love that character. But yeah, for the Mega Drive version, it's what I said. But yeah, this between the two games, that's probably my favorite character. The sleepy, it's so funny. You're throwing pillows at him and having really weird.
I found it interesting that we're talking about a game in the late stages in these consoles' lives, and they took the time to adjust, to alter, to change a lot of things between regional versions still, which is interesting to say the least, right?
Yeah.
They could have just left it. That's just one of those end of life games for the system. Just let it be. But no, they really went to distance.
It's an interesting choice. Yeah, and then they didn't bother to market it very well.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It made me think, was Sonic the only series that did not have a pirate ship level and all of 2D platformers during this era? Because I feel like every other game did. World of Illusions did.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I can't name any other. Whoops.
There were a few. Cool Spot had a pirate ship.
Oh, for sure. That was the first level, I think.
Yeah.
I remember the Ren and Stimpy game had a pirate ship on it as well, actually.
Probably.
There was one, I think was it by Treasure? That you actually were a pirate?
Oh.
Can't remember that.
I don't know.
I'll try to find it.
That sounds like a Treasure game.
Yeah.
Seeing the bubbles on this boss, though, reminded me that replaying as much as I could of this before we recorded, I never knew until this playthrough that you can stand on the bubbles in Planet Undertow on the first part of the level to get to a item box or something. Never thought, and the only reason I thought to do that was thanks to Toe Jam and Earl Panic on Funkatron. Because you do that a good bit in that game.
Okay, interesting.
So learning stuff.
High Seas Havoc.
Oh, all right.
Known in Japan as Captain Lang, and in Europe as simply Havoc, is a video game that was made by Data East.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I recognize this game.
And he's a pirate.
Yeah, he's like a dog or something.
Yeah, probably.
Very Disney-esque, doesn't he?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, that is bordering on.
It's like a rip-off of Disney and Sonic and a lot of stuff.
Right.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm interested.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right, let's cancel this podcast and restart it talking about this High Seas Havoc game. This looks great.
Next week on the Sega Lounge. And you were mentioning the items. One of the new items is the orb. I think you have to collect 2 orbs, like one in each portion of the level and one in each round to get to one of these. Like we're seeing here, the special stage, the bonus stage, where you have to collect stars and not fall, which I just did in the footage, which is another big difference, probably the biggest one. You collect stars, and 100 stars grant you a 1-up.
Oh yeah, those aren't even in the Genesis and Mega Drive game, are they?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's probably the biggest difference in terms of gameplay, I think. And it makes
so
a difference.
Weird. Like, why add that? Because that's 100 animated moving objects. Why do that to the game when you could have just made it run better? I don't know.
Yeah. But I think, like, as Graham said, this feels like Ristar. So after playing the Mega Drive one, I played through the whole game and then went to this one, which I had played like little bits before, but not like the whole game like yesterday. And I can say like it feels like it's Ristar. It's not as. I mean, it is like almost a 1-to-1 port of like in terms of how you move. It doesn't feel like you're getting less game and you're getting less in terms of movement, freedom of movement, and like even in animations, this feels like Ristar.
It runs smooth.
Yeah,
you even have Planet Sonata, which is not called Sonata, I think.
It's interesting because they have some of the bosses are nearly identical. Like the boss in this one is the bird thing, but it doesn't have the little conductor bird.
Yeah.
It's just got the big bird. And there's a couple of the other levels have the same bosses basically. Although then some other levels, they've got completely different bosses. There's like one with a rabbit and like an hourglass thing that you have to fight, which is really random. So it's interesting how they chose certain things that are the same as the Mega Drive, but not a lot of other stuff isn't. Yeah.
Yep. Same thing with the music, although music is a little bit harder to translate here, but it still has some of the same tunes, and it's still a pretty cool soundtrack, although 8-bit version. So a little bit less detailed and stuff. So have you guys played through the whole game? Have you completed the game?
Not legitimately. I don't think so. I think I've only ever gotten through. I don't know. I feel like maybe I gave up on Planet Scorch as a kid, but I haven't tried to play it all the way through until prepping for this. And I just didn't have enough time, unfortunately, to sit down and actually play it all the way through. But I did put it in the code, and I wanted to try the last boss real quick, and I was doing better than I remember doing on the last boss as a kid. But yeah, short answer is no. Not legitimately.
Okay, I was actually asking about the Game Gear version, but
I think I did. Okay. Whenever I played it recently, I'm pretty sure I beat it.
Okay,
that's a hard question.
I don't ever remember finishing the Game Gear version because I borrowed it. Like my friend had it, and I borrowed it or played it at his and stuff back in the day, and I don't own a legitimate version of it. I haven't actually really played it since like as a kid, but I remember really enjoying it. And then I watched the video for this, to be honest. So I haven't finished the Game Gear version. Let's say that I haven't finished it.
Okay.
That is a different world than what I grew up in, because I was the only one with a Game Gear. There was no one to borrow Game Gear games from.
It was weird. 4 people on my street had Game Gears growing up, which was insane. And yeah, nowadays, if I say Game Gear to someone, they're like, "What is that?
What
like,
is that?"
Yeah, Sega's Game Boy.
Mm. Yeah, everyone had Game Boy. Even here, which is Portugal was a Sega country, but I don't think, in terms of handhelds, I don't think the Game Gear was very popular here.
I'm gonna say, watching this gameplay, I did not beat the Game Gear version because I don't even remember this level.
Yeah, this is like the Clockwork
No, thank
Planet.
you.
I don't know what it's called. It's called. Oh, this is Planet. It's Automaton.
Oh,
It's
golly.
the second stage, perhaps. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
But that's the thing, like, this aesthetic, even Ristar looks like he could fit right in with Clockwork Knight. He looks like he could fit into Sonic's world. He looks like he could even fit into part of Nights into Dreams. You know, like, it's a Sega game.
That would be a cool idea for Sega to do, like a new Ristar game where he goes into different levels from like Sonic and, like you just said, all those different people, but he just fits in.
Multiverses are in.
Yeah.
Someone call him. Call Azuka.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, actually, this, believe it or not, this is the second round of Planet Freon.
What?
So, yes, after that bit, you get this. And for some reason, this version of Planet Freon, you get you pass through gates, and a bomb gets attached to you. And then you have to go into water for the bomb to detach for some reason.
This is the boss. That's the rabbit boss.
Yes, and this is
this is where
Planet Freon.
This kind of loses me. What's this guy got to do with snow or gears
Stuff.
So he looks like he's trying to teach us math with that background.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
And he freezes time.
What the crap?
Yeah, because why not?
He's in. He walked into the wrong game.
It's. I guess it makes sense for the time because it's an hourglass and he stops the sand coming down. It freezes time.
Yes, but why on Planet Freon, which is an ice level?
Ice freezes time.
Oh, maybe.
Whoa, that kind of makes sense. Yeah,
big brain there. Yes.
Yeah,
that's it.
And Casey, sorry, I feel like I interrupted you as you were saying something. I'm sorry.
Nothing of consequence.
Okay,
as I usually. That's what I usually.
I apologize. Apologies for that.
Say anything special. So, Game Gear version. So try it. I feel like it's worth a try. It's really a really good game. It's really a good Ristar game. It feels like something that didn't always happen back in the day. You got a Big Brother version for the Mega Drive at home, and then let's get one for the 8-bit systems, and it was like usually more of like a dumbed down version. Another honorable mention, Castle of Illusion has an 8-bit version, which is for some even better than.
I love the 8-bit version. That's the one I grew up with. And then I played the Mega Drive version. I still love the Mega Drive version. But the first boss on the Game Gear version is way harder than the first boss on the Mega Drive. Like they're kind of similar. It's weird. A lot of the levels are similar, but they're very different. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. Okay. So that's the Game Gear version. Do check it out. Before we wrap up things, I had like a couple of final items on our list of our run of show. One of them, the future. What would a modern Ristar game look like? So I don't know if you guys give it some thought or not.
Sonic Unleashed.
Yes.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
I wrote down on my document, Unleashed.
Yeah.
Yes. That's a 3D version of Ristar, right?
Right. Which I don't think they'd try to do today.
No.
I wish they did.
Would you prefer a 2D or a 3D game then?
I'd like a 3D one, personally.
2D.
I know a lot of people love the 2D at the moment, but I'd still love to see a 3D version of this. I think it could be a really fun game. Like, if it was kind of like almost like a Mario 64, Banjo-Kazooie style world, if that makes sense. So not like Sonic Adventure where you go from the start to the end, you've got like a world where you can kind of explore, and you might have objectives to do or something within that little playground, as it were. But imagine like being able to like just grab walls and like find different ways to get through this like 3D environment. It would almost be like a mini parkour style thing in my head, but you're using your arms a lot, obviously. I think that could be a really fun game. I just think, that could be an interesting concept.
Yeah, agreed. I would probably go for a 2D version myself, but I wouldn't mind. I actually, when I played Unleashed, my first thought, like the Werehog stages, my first thought was why. The second one was, oh, this is Ristar, only not as exciting. And with always the same song playing over and over. But
I feel about that. Oh.
I would like to see them try something with the Werehog engine, the Werehog movement, adapted to Ristar. I don't know if like the sort of beat 'em up way of Unleashed is the way to go, but maybe you're onto something like a collectathon, like an open world platformer, like try to traverse, go higher, and you have to like shimmy your way and stuff and headbutt your way.
Those are trying to come back.
Yeah, have you guys played ukulele with like sort of spiritual?
No,
I played a little bit of ukulele.
I know about it.
Some of the levels in that you can do when you complete certain missions or do certain things, it will change parts of the levels. Like water will fall from the sky and flood an area, for example. Like I feel like that could be a thing in this game where the environments could change as you progress. So like the more missions and objectives you do, maybe the environments change a little bit, and then you can do something else on the level. Someone call SEGA quickly. Get them on the phone.
They're watching this, obviously.
We want Werehogs and Ristars. Let's go.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you're going 3D, Graham, I'm assuming you wanna like a more like realistic looking Ristar, or
no?
What would that even be?
I don't know. Realistic in terms like polygon, like.
Oh, well,
I don't know.
I guess a nice shiny 3D yellow star ball thing would be great. But I guess it wouldn't. I guess it wouldn't be pixelated or it wouldn't be like cell shaded. I don't think.
I was gonna say do cell shaded.
Oh, interesting. I mean, we could go. Let's screw it. Jet Set Radio, Werehogs, and Ristar. Let's mix it all together.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Scotty?
I'd still want a 2D Ristar, I think, to play it safe and maybe to introduce it back into the ethos. They could try to mix it up somehow, maybe, or actually, not the best example, but the modernized Splatterhouse game that came out that was mainly a 3D brawler, and then it did have some 2D levels, so maybe they could mix and match like that better than that game did. So that you could have try to make everyone happy. That's impossible, but I wonder if whatever would happen, if it would be more puzzly than the original is, that they would try to make it more puzzly because they would know. It's such a weird thing because it's like, do you make it simple and colorful and fun for like younger people to play, or do you make it for us? We're ready for a challenge, like throw some more puzzles in, make like Graham said, the level changing aspects and world changing aspects and things like that. Or is it even possible to find a medium of that? Like Mario 64 kind of did it, but it wasn't too in depth unless you wanted it to be. So I don't know.
Yeah. Have you guys played the latest Donkey Kong game?
Nope.
Donkey Kong Bonanza?
Don't have a Switch 2, so
Pretty cool game.
Okay.
And I feel like it's an interesting way to do what we were just saying, Scotty, but in more of a 3D way. So it's probably the middle ground between what you and Graham said, because it's like they give Donkey Kong like destructive powers. Like,
right. Yeah. I know all about it,
through,
whether I wanted to or not. I know all about this game.
Yeah, he can break everything, like all the environments, all the materials around him. And then there are some special stages, like bonus stages, where it's like Donkey Kong Country. You're like in the same like levels, but they still give Donkey Kong the same powers he has in the 3D game. So that's an interesting way of like compromising and like reaching a middle ground. Maybe give Ristar like an updated moveset. Although, what would that be? I don't know. But
because it works because it is simple.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe give some, depending on the stage, give him some special powers. Like if you touch something, you can break like a certain section of the wall or whatever.
Yeah, like he touches something and freezes it, so he can use that object as a blunt object against something else.
Yeah. Or just use the grabbing and throwing mechanics, like have bombs on a certain section of the level, so you can throw it at walls and break things. Or
I will say, if this was made in like the Wii days, like 2006 or something, mini games out the wazoo that are all sports games, and it's just throwing a ball somewhere,
and people like woo.
Yeah. This is how you throw in the game. No, nobody wants to do that. There's my TV. Bam.
Yeah.
So,
but I. It's possible. I don't know if it's realistic to think that we're getting something like this. I don't know if this is the most popular of Sega's franchises.
Ristar has had as many guest appearances as Knights, I feel. And I think, I don't think we're closer to one or the other in the franchise next, really. Not to sound overly cynical, but Sega, what do you do? I say that, I just want to go on the record. I don't want another Knights game. I'm fine with the Knights game that I still play.
I feel like that's more of a possibility. I feel like
Knights over Ristar, or
Knights over Ristar, yes, and getting a new Knights game. I think that's a matter of time. I don't know why. I still feel like Knights.
People are clamoring. I feel like more people this year know about Christmas Nights than they ever have somehow, like last year too. So, sorry, this is what I do. I get us off topic.
Yeah, but that's it. Yeah. And speaking of cameos, I actually skipped this part, but lots of cameos, like you said. Like there's the capsule toy in Shenmue. In Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing, Ristar is in like the background. Isn't he the stages.
Flag saver? Or is
that's for the sequel, Sonic and All Stars Racing
Transformed. Okay.
Gotcha. Shows up in Sega Gaga as well.
Yeah, he's in the freaking opening cutscene or something, isn't he?
Yeah. Is that what you were going to say, Graham?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people don't realize about the A's in that.
Yeah. I don't think
probably because we are 3 of the 20 people outside of Japan that know that game exists.
Yeah, but still, like you said, not really closer to getting us a new game. I was really stoked that we got Ristar as a flag star in Sonic and All Stars Racing Transformed.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was really cool.
I probably would have preferred a playable character. Playable vehicle.
Wasn't that a result of something like they? Maybe I'm making that up in my head. I feel like I heard a story how like at the last minute they were allowed to use Ristar, and they're like, we can't add another car racer in here. It'll be the flag bearer. That's not the term. You know what I'm?
Yeah, flagman. But I mean, flag star.
But did I make that up, or does that sound like something that happened?
I do feel like that's something. That's a very good point. So a man by the name of Graham Cookson, back in May 7th, 2013, on a website called Sega Nerds, wrote how Ristar became the flagman in Transformed.
Oh, snap. Are you keeping this under your hat, Graham? You said to the only guy not wearing a hat right now.
So Knights was the flag bearer in the original.
Okay.
This is just a little. He posted just a little like comic thingy. I'll try to share it here. Because Knights was now a playable character. Someone had to take up the mantle of flag
Oh,
bearer, right? So that's probably why.
right. Tagging them in.
Yeah. So
That's
so
great.
there you go.
Oh, I remember seeing this.
Yeah, I remember seeing that now. Okay, yeah, well, obviously
You
I posted
shared
it, so-
this, Graham.
I think. Oh God! So,
I mean, asking us to remember, like Graham and I have written on and off for the better part of a decade, so it's
yeah.
no shame in forgetting something you posted.
Yeah.
So there's
That's it.
maybe I don't know if I say that in the article though, but I did actually interview the guys from Sumo Digital about the Sonic and Sega All Star Racing games. Both of them, I did some interviews. I spoke to them about it. So yeah, maybe they gave me some of that information as well, and I somehow found that picture. I can't remember how it happened.
Maybe that happened.
I do remember them discussing with me about the pits and falls of like all the different IPs and stuff, and how they got Knights into the sequel, and it's like, yeah, let's use them. Like
that should have been like part of the opening scene or something. Like Knights is getting ready and like waving the flag, and then it's like, I don't want to do this. Hey, you, and like pokes Ristar with the flag or something, and be like, plop in the hand, and then fly away.
I feel like if we had the current like spirit of Sonic games back in the day, we'd get like a whole animated movie surrounding
Tyson
it, or
Hess,
like web series or whatever.
That's all I want is these cartoons. I don't want any more Sonic games. I just want these cartoons.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. Okay, so sorry.
Oh,
no, please go ahead.
In Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, they don't have any other non-Sonic characters, do they?
They do. They do.
Oh, Graham.
Yes.
Have we got some news for you?
And by non-Sega, non-Sonic, we really mean non-Sega as well.
Yeah, okay. They've got SpongeBob, haven't they, and stuff?
Yes.
I think.
Sure do.
They don't have Ristar. What are you guys doing?
Who cares about Ristar? They have SpongeBob.
They got SpongeBob. They got the Ninja Turtles. They got Paramount Plus's very own Avatar, The Last Airbender. You know, if they keep going with Paramount Plus, Minecraft. I hope that they continue with Paramount Plus trend and just throw Mark Summers from Double Dare in there, and it'll be good to go.
They also have Hatsune Miku.
Oh, that's right. I'm
they have Ichiban from like a dragon.
Very logical.
Do we have anything else that's confirmed?
I think there's like two more silhouettes.
Joker from Persona 5.
Right.
I believe. Can't remember anything else
right
now, but the Werehog. But that's Sonic.
Oh yeah, and then Nine and Amy from Sonic Prime, I think are pre-order only characters
pre-order
or something.
Items, but there's more. There's more. I'm hoping
there's
for
plenty more coming.
I'm hoping.
I want some. I just want some deep cuts. Come on.
Yeah.
Just deep cuts, please.
I don't know. I think Shinobi is a given as well, since we're getting a new game.
That would make sense.
That would make sense. I don't know.
Getting a new Crazy Taxi game, apparently.
That would also make sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And any of those ones. Yep.
Yeah.
Streets of Rage. There's a cop car in Streets of Rage, so
yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Or it should just be the special move that you have in Streets of Rage, where a cop pulls up with a bazooka, but instead it just fires Axel out and he just flies through the racetracks instead.
I like that that idea. Right. So new Ristar game, probably not in the foreseeable future, but one can hope. In the meantime, play the original ones, the Mega Drive and the Game Gear games. They're cool. However, I added like a last section here. If you like Ristar, so what are games that you guys know about that you would recommend to someone who played Ristar and once more?
3 games listed. Oh, okay.
Oh, three.
All right, let's each say one at the same time and see if this is going to work. There's no way. All right, so like on 3, we'll say our first game. All right.
Okay.
So like, Casey, you count us off.
Okay. Right. Oh, so 1, 2, 3.
Dynamite Heady. Yes. Okay.
I also had that. Yes.
Yeah.
Dynamite
All right,
Heady.
let's try
Okay.
the second one. Let's try the second one. Here we go.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Rayman.
Rocket Knight Adventures. No.
Oh, never thought of it.
But I agree. I thought we were sticking 16-bit, but yeah, no,
Okay.
I agree
I
with
had
that.
Rayman. I didn't think of Rocket Knight Adventures or Sparks or yes, but yeah, there's that like multi-directional gameplay.
Mhm.
I don't think you'd get my third one, Scotty.
I don't know.
Okay, so let's try again. So let's try again. So 1, 2, 3.
Gunstar Heroes. Nope.
What? Zool?
Zool.
Zool is
a character that looks like he should be selling. He should be a pizza restaurant mascot.
It's such a fun game, and the fact that you guys like the
I never
music
actually played that
level
one.
And they've got like a really good music level in Zool as well, and it's so much fun.
Okay.
And like you jump on drums and stuff, and it makes noises, and like everything you hit makes a different noise. It's really cool, but the whole game, they're very different gameplay styles. But for some reason, they remind me of each other. I don't know why, but they're the platformers from the '90s, and they're both colourful and fun and wacky.
Yeah.
Oh wow, it is. There's like a candy level or something.
Zool is basically a licensed lollipop game, right? Is that?
There's a Chupa Chups logo like in the level.
Not a logo. It's like a Chupa Chups. There are logos everywhere.
That first level is like
basically product placement at its worst or best. I don't know.
But none of the other levels are. There's a lot of different levels in it. But yeah, that first level, I think that's kind of what sold it to me when I first was a kid. It's like, oh, I love these things. And the game was like, this is a fun game as well. Yay.
Zool is a deep cut. Definitely.
There's a streaming gimmick for anyone. Designate a month to branded games like 7-Up or Cool Spot and Zool and whatever else.
McDonald's. There was there's that. Well, I can't remember what it's called now. That
Joe and Mac.
Yeah,
was one.
Ronald
of them,
McDonald's Treasureland or whatever.
Oh,
something like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Did you know
Mr. Fields Treasureland?
Did you... Hey kids, the monocle. Did you know that Colonel Sanders from KFC is in what's it called? The Master System, one of the Master System games. Can't remember now.
Fantasy Zone? I don't know.
Nope.
He is like an idol in Japan, basically.
Because why not? In
like a Sega, like a first party Sega game.
Yes.
He's not in one of the Sonic games.
I've done one of those short Dynamite Ducks.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh.
He is
no
in
way.
that. Yes.
I'm learning so much on this episode.
It's all Sega education.
Mm-hmm.
I actually
Dynamite Ducks. I played for the first time. Not even joking. A week ago.
See, did you miss?
So random.
You missed.
I remember seeing him in that.
Oh my God! How?
I mean, I didn't play the full game.
It's the first level, the first stage.
No way.
Yes. Yes.
He missed that.
I'll show you in a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Another game I had here was Rayman, and you also said Rayman, and we already mentioned that it really has those Ristar vibes, doesn't it?
Yes,
it really does.
Very much so.
And the visuals and everything. Yeah. Let's see if I can show you guys.
Was that? Did we already name your other? You said Dynamite Heady was another one of yours.
Yes.
KC.
And
KC,
while I show you that, I will tell you the other games. I had Gunstar Heroes Decap Attack as well.
Oh, okay.
Thought about the grab and hit mechanic, but then I had some non-Sega games as well. There we go.
That is a Y kernel.
So it's just an old guy in the background.
Yeah. Why? I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
Like Scotty said, he is a pop idol in Japan.
Yeah,
maybe.
I guess. Yeah. Wow.
I had some non-Sega games. So I had Bionic Commando, which I've learned about recently, which is like a Nintendo game. There was a rearmed, a remastered version or something.
Yes.
Yeah, on the Xbox 360, which I played and did not enjoy.
Oh, really?
Do you know about the line of dialogue that plays if you die so many times on one of the bosses? At one point, like you have a I don't know, your headset or something, your colonel, major, whatever is talking to you and telling you how to do stuff. And if you die so many times on a boss, I think he's supposed to say, like, you're just going to have to do whatever. You're just going to have to blah, blah, blah. You're just going to, but if you die so many times, eventually he says, you're just going to have to f it. I'm not joking. You can look that up.
That makes me want to play the game
so many times
really
because
upset.
I did not believe that it was real. So I was like quoting it for an entire weekend because a buddy introduced it to me. So sorry if you try to keep this podcast clean.
It's okay. It's okay.
Blame Bionic Commando.
Yeah, I brought it up, so I blame myself. There's also Ninja 5.0, which also has like a grappling hook mechanic. So that's what I thought of. That's like a Game Boy Advance game. I think it's called Ninja Cop in some regions.
Ninja 5.0. Oh, I totally know that cover.
Yeah.
Because kids love Hawaii 5.0. Why would they call it that?
I don't know. But I played this one, and this one is a really good game.
It looks good, yeah.
And it really like reminds me of like having to hit those diagonals and trying to move from side to side, from platform to platform. Yeah, that's a non-Sega one that I have here. Yeah. And then I found something that I don't know if is apparently it's considered good because it had a sequel at least, I think. Let me try to show it to you guys.
Well, there's about 3,000 Call of Duties, so just because it has a sequel
doesn't mean it's good. That's a good point. That's a good point. But let's see if I can find. I should have prepared.
I would say while you're looking for that, if you're looking for like aesthetically something similar to Ristar, just about any Treasure game, any game made by Treasure.
True, that's true.
Yeah. So that's because they did Gunstar Heroes, right? That was Treasure.
Yes, and Dynamite Heady as well.
Oh yeah.
So that tracks. What I was thinking of was this: the legendary Starfy.
Oh my gosh, I actually know this game.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. I googled like star or video games with star protagonists or something.
Most relevant game we could possibly talk about.
Oh my god!
But awesome. This is a starfish. So not really.
Obviously.
There we go. Yeah, the legendary Starfy.
What's he transform into? Wow!
Yeah,
looks like a Castle Crashers character. Whoa!
Yeah,
that is basically Kirby. Yeah. Kirby 2 on the Game Boy.
And there were sequels. So the legendary Starfy, Nintendo. Right. Yeah.
Let's check price charting. That looks like it might be a fun game, but is it an expensive game?
Quite
was that
possibly.
On DS? Yeah. Oh shoot! It's only like $20.
Oh really? Grab it grab it before this episode airs.
There are 4 Starfy games.
See,
but
so it
only
must
one
be
of them
good.
came out in the US.
So if you want something like Ristar, play Starfy, perhaps, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe
I'll report
not.
back.
We'll see. So next up on the Sega Lounge is Starfy, the worthy Ristar successor that we've been waiting for 30 years.
Hey, yeah, someone's selling the box and manual and everything in the box except for the game for $7.
Except for the game. Not bad. Not a bad deal. Yeah. Any other game recommendations?
No,
before
I just
we
had
wrap
my
up?
3.
Yeah, I had my 3 to be honest.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm now interested in Starfy.
The legendary Star, not Starfy, the legendary Starfy. Please show some respect.
Yeah, you're in that diploma.
Yeah. So so that's it for our 30th anniversary celebration of Ristar. I really want a new Ristar game, to be honest. I really would like that. Or maybe like a reimagining of the original one. I would be happy with that if made well.
Yeah, but, like there was a remastered version would be quite cool.
Yeah.
Keeping it the same, but
I just remembered that since we recommended Rocket Knight, that they did a remaster of that, and I barely touched it.
Same. I unwrapped it last week while I was like tidying up the office space. I got it from Limited Run Games. I got it.
No, not that one. That's the collection. I mean, like on Xbox Live and PlayStation 3, they did a new version of Rocket Knight, a new game.
I beat that one. Yeah.
Oh, that was the one I
that one
touched.
I did. Yes, I did.
Was it good?
I mean, it was good, but it wasn't really anything special. I think I liked it. You can
still get it.
I'm not sure if it was digital only back in the day, so probably not. Not really legitimately. Anyway, but not really as exciting as the originals, I would say.
Okay,
but not bad. Not bad. Just decent.
Yeah, Starfy's all over eBay, guys.
So if you're listening to this, it's probably already too expensive to buy because
you're welcome.
This is going to skyrocket, make the prices skyrocket, but you're welcome. Yes, you're welcome. But you know what to do. You know what to do. The legendary Starfy. Okay. I think this is the biggest discovery in this whole episode. The legendary Starfy is going to be we're going to get playthroughs of the legendary Starfy on the Sega Spirit Show channel and everything.
Emulating DS is, I mean, if my cartridge is ineligible, we might show some gameplay. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't mind talking about it. I can emulate. Yes.
All right.
Come at me, Nintendo. So, guys, thank you for joining me. Ristar is the best. Thank you for joining me for this whole episode to talk about Ristar. Yes, look at that little buddy over there.
Best.
Yes,
friend of the show, Corey made this. He does a lot of Perler bead stuff. So he made me really Ristar. Cool. I introduced him to Ristar, and I think he played through the game, and he's like, "This game is awesome, and this is all beautiful, and I could definitely make a Perler bead of him." So there we go.
Oh, that's amazing! Yeah, awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah,
great stuff.
So
yeah, and so speaking of the show, guys, where can people find you?
Graham.
For the Sega Spirit Show, we are mostly on YouTube. In fact, in the latest episode which we recorded yesterday, I actually mentioned I've been trying to get us on other platforms, but I've been having difficulty with Podbean. So yeah, we might be available on other platforms at the moment. It's been a bit weird with that. So hopefully we'll be on Spotify and things like that soon, and Apple Music.
You're on Apple Podcasts, by the way.
Yes, we are.
Yes, you are.
But yeah, it's been weird. I won't go into the details. Listen to the show if you want to hear more about that. But so we're on some of the podcasting platforms, hopefully more very soon, but mostly on YouTube if you want to catch the videos. That's probably the easiest way to find all the episodes so far. Mm-hmm. And Scotty, have you got any? You do your blogs and stuff, so.
I mean, I do have a blog. Sometimes I write about Sega stuff. Sometimes I write about whatever. And that's on Medium. I can toss you the link if you want, KC. But otherwise, Sega Spirit Show.
Excellent. With the latest published podcast or episode about news, right? Yeah. And I see you're uploading the video versions, or trying to at least, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this is the complicated thing with Podbean where it told me I could upload all the video ones and it would make audio versions, but then it also says, oh, you need to upload an audio version as well. I'm like, okay. So that's what I did. And then I've got 2 versions on some of the platforms, but not all of them.
Yeah, what I think they do is they actually add the video if you want to. Yeah. Because I can see it. I can see the video.
Okay.
on my phone here using.
There you go.
Yeah.
There he is.
It's here.
Yeah.
There's the video and the audio. Yeah.
We just talked about a game that we think is awesome and more people should, called Zero Tolerance.
Okay.
And in the next episode, a little teaser, we talk about a car combat game. Anybody remember that genre? And how the heck is that related to Sega? Find out.
Okay. Little tease there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And as for our show, the Sega Lounge, we celebrated 30 years of Ristar, which is something that makes me feel very, very old, but amazing. Thank you guys for joining me for this. We'll be back next week with something. I'm totally unsure what's going to happen. I have no plans for next week yet, but I'm sure we'll come up with something. I have something very exciting coming. I am very excited, which is related to the new Shinobi game. So if you are looking forward to that, come back closer to the release date of that. I mean, come back every week because we have a new show every week. So do come back. And then in a month's time or something, return once again for something very special related to Shinobi Art of Vengeance. But until then, you can find us all over the places you can see here if you're watching the video version. Check us out on YouTube if you want some of those 30 seconds of Sega education videos as well. And we'll be back next week. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.
Bye. Happy birthday, Ristar.
Play with me.
Oh, he says hasta la vista at the end. We didn't even talk about that.
Yeah, we forgot about that.
He does?
End the show.
The Sega Lounge, hosted by me, KC, a Mixout Productions podcast and part of Radio Sega's network of live shows and podcasts. Theme song and incidental music by OSC. Got any suggestions? Drop me an email to podcast@thesegalounge.com. Find us at thesegalounge.com on Blue Sky. Check out our YouTube channel for our video content and follow us on Twitch to join our Let's Play sessions and live episodes. You can find previous episodes of the show by going to thesegalounge.com on the Terra Player app and wherever you listen to podcasts.